You're with Adam Connette of the Minnesota Crookston football team. You're heading into your final game as a Golden Eagle. You're going down in the record books for a lot of records here, receiving yards, receptions. You're currently number 2 in the NSIC's history for receptions. Just first off, what are the emotions going into your last game and your last home game here at Minnesota Crookston?
I mean, it's crazy to think that it's finally here. I remember coming in as a freshman thinking that day will never come, and it's here. It's upon me. I got 3 days left at UMC football. It's sad because I won't be able to see these guys and play football with them next year that I've grown with so much.
Just, talk about how you ended up here in the first place. You're originally from Southern California. I know you obviously have 2 brothers that played Division I football, with your brother that went to San Jose State and your brother that went to Duke and then Fresno State. What was the recruitment like? Were there any Division I schools? And how was it that you ended up here at Crookston?
There was a few Division I schools that had offered me partial scholarships for walk-ons, but I chose the University of Minnesota Crookston over them. Instead of walking on, I went on a visit here. I really liked what they had to offer. I liked all the people around, and so I ended up choosing it. I also had a coach that recruited me, a receiver coach. He went up to California to my high school and talked to me, and I liked what he had to say too. So,
just talk. You come in with quite a few Minnesota kids. You've mentioned, Tommy Singer, Chuck Lofquist, Jake Newman. How much did your friendship with those guys just help you to stay here and grow just as a football player here?
I mean, those guys I'd consider them my brothers. When my mom passed away my freshman year of spring, they were all there to comfort me and be there and be my support. And if I needed anyone to talk to, those guys were always there for me. So that grew our relationship even more, and just every day going to football with them, spending numerous hours with them has really made our friendship strong.
You mentioned your mom. After your freshman season, she passed away of breast cancer. How much is she a driving force behind you, just constantly? Do you think you're just kind of pushed by the fact that your mom's constantly watching over you?
Yes, definitely. I mean, everything I do, I'm doing to represent for myself, my family, and most of all, probably my mom and God. Everything I'm doing is to do the right things, and I know that she would be proud of me.
You grew up in a big household. I think there were 6 others other than you. How much did that big family and just the older brothers that were obviously athletic as well just push you to be better, and just talk about growing up? Was there a lot of just athletic contests, whether it's football, basketball, whatever?
We'd have competitions on everything. Me and my brothers are very, very athletic, and even my sister we'd be in some sort of competitions. I mean, everything around the house was competition. Doing chores, who could fold their laundry the fastest, who could bring in the most groceries. Everything was a competition. And my brothers and sister, we always just made each other stronger in whatever way possible.
Was it always football, or was there another sport when you were younger, or even more recently in your high school years?
I started out playing hockey. Me and all my siblings did, actually. My dad still plays hockey to this day. We were huge hockey fans, and then kind of switched over from ice hockey to football, and then football became our big sport for everybody.
How big is hockey in Southern California? Probably not quite like it is up here, but you obviously got the Kings down there, and some, I know there is some hockey down there.
Yeah, definitely. For kids hockey, it's a little bit less than here, obviously, well, a lot less than here in the state of hockey. And then I'd say it's definitely growing in California. My high school had a varsity hockey team, and they actually went to state and got to play hockey in Dodger Stadium, the only hockey game played outside in California. So that was really cool to be at that and watch that. So, I mean, it is growing in California. And obviously you got the Ducks and the Kings, and now Vegas is in too. They're a little close to California. So,
just what was it that you think, has helped you to get to the point that you are today, did you ever envision that you'd be setting records here, all the records that you have here, and been, one of the conference leaders in receiving all time?
I definitely set goals for myself. I remember first day coming here, I went online and checked all the records and recognition and saw all the stats and stuff, and I mean, I worked mostly for the wins, but that stuff just came along with it, so I was able to break a lot of records, and it's mostly my team that set me up to do that, quarterbacks, other receivers, linemen, blocking. I mean, it's not just a one-man show.
Obviously haven't gotten the wins that you would have wanted here, but how do you feel this program's sitting today, first year under Mark Duffner, and what do you think you've done to help this program grow and set it up for future success?
I mean, Duffner's doing a great job. I've definitely seen huge amounts of growth in communication and just football on the field in general from my past experiences. For me personally, I think that as the years have gone by, through my freshman, sophomore, junior, now to my senior year, I've been a little bit more vocal of a leader. There's also been times where I haven't been vocal as a leader, and sometimes that's all right to do that.
How much does having a guy like Rod Stewart on the other side, or at receiver, help push you? I know you guys push each other. I talked to him, about a week ago, and he kind of mentioned that. How much does having him help push you? Having
Rod is every receiver's dream. I mean, not only can we get me the ball, but we also got Rodney as a deep threat. He pushes me to be better every single game. Whether it's just saying, hey, let's pick this up, that'll get me going. I see him make a play, it makes me want to make a play too. I mean, I have nothing but respect for Rod. He should be an All-American coming into the next year.
Mm-hmm. You've got one more record left that you haven't gotten here in terms of the key receiving records, and that's touchdowns. You're one away from tying it, two from breaking it. Is that a goal this week, or is it just kind of on the back burner? If it happens, it happens.
It's really on the back burner. If it happens, it happens. Most of all, we're trying to get a win. If Lincoln, Matt, Rodney, they get receptions for touchdowns, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. It's more so we're trying to get the win. So if it happens, it happens.
What are your plans after you graduate here?
Planning to hopefully play football overseas somewhere. Going to look for my options and see what I can do.
Just how key are academics to you as well? You've had a lot of success in the classroom. You've been NSIC All-Academic. You're a nominee for COSADA Academic All-District and All-American. Just how important is our academics for you?
I mean, school is definitely number one. I'm a student athlete, not an athlete student, so school always comes first. That's why I came here. Small campus, big degree, so got to get that degree. Make sure that I work just as hard in school as I am in football. Even though I got to juggle both of them, I always put full effort into school.
You obviously want to go overseas to play football. After that, after your football career's over, what do you see yourself doing?
I'd see myself working in some sort of communication field with public relations, maybe a social media for a sports team, like your kind of job that you're mm-hmm. doing. I'd really enjoy doing something with sports, staying around college students and athletes.
How will it be, we touched on it a bit, just when when the final second ticks off the clock and your career's over here, just what will be going through your head?
I mean, dang, there's going to be lots of emotion, I can tell you that. Especially with all the other seniors that I've played with, or even the juniors and sophomores and the freshmen that have come in, just all the relationships that I've built. I'll be going away back home, and I won't really be seeing these guys anymore. I won't be playing football with them come spring or come fall. So definitely going to be a lot of emotion. Hope to get lots of pictures with my friends and keep those memories.
Now, will you have any family here for senior day?
Yes, my stepmom, my dad, my 3 younger brothers, my sister, her husband, and my nephew are all coming to the game, so it's going to be a blast. And
awesome.
Also my girlfriend.
Awesome. And is all your family pretty much in North Carolina now?
Most of them are in North Carolina. My sister, her husband, their baby, and then my two older brothers and the one under me are in California, so it's kind of split half and half, California and North Carolina.
Do you think your mom will be there in spirit too?
Definitely, she's with me anywhere I go.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam.